loop is the one most frequently people love to use it. People love to use it. Most of the course, comparatively while statement for loop more times it is available. Python's first statement iterates over the items of any below sequence objects. The sequence may be list sequence, string sequence, dictionary sequence, tuple sequence, or set sequence. Whatever sequence of things are available, it will be go and try to loop one by one it gives to you. So the first one we are asking a read list of items from the range function. I hope already I explained the range function, how it is going to generate the numbers. Whatever you given the start value, from there it starts, and whatever you given stop value, there is going to stop. Each time how much increment has to happen, that we have to provide it. These are the three parameters what it is available. Now once we created the list, then we are trying to print here one by one. We are printing using the for loop. We are printing it. Let us do this first activity, whatever available. Right. So I am trying to write here for loop. We are writing it. Let us go and try to write here for loop. For loop we are writing. So you already learned about one thing that is called as string object, right? I want to read one by one item from the string. Simply I am writing here for I in then string that is called as Python. I am writing it. Then if I say print here, print, then I we are writing, then one by one later it is printing for you. Now if I compare to other languages, generally in C language or C++ language, we used to have the first statement syntax is what? For initialize the value, some value we are initializing it. Then we have to go for what is the condition we have to specify. Then we have to go for incremental logic we have to write here, right? But in our for loop, did you return these three things here? No. But still it is working. It will start by default with the first letter. It end by default with last letter. And each time it will increment by one position. It will increment by one position. That's how it is working actually. Let us go and try to read any sequence here. Any sequence. For example, for I in, I have here a list is available 10, 20, 30, something like this. Then print I if I am writing, then what is the outcome we are going to get it? 10, 20, 30 we are getting it. Suppose I am trying to read here another sequence that is called as, let us say 10, 20, 30, something I written. This is what sequence? Whatever I written, that is called as what type of sequence it is? This is called as set, right? This is called as set. We are already aware of it. This is called as what? List. This is already we are aware of it. And this is called as what? String. So it may be string, or it may be list, or it may be set, or it may be we have, let's say, tuple. If I am trying to take care for I in, let's say, tuple of items I am taking 10, 20, 30, then I want to print here I, we are able to print it. So any sequence object I can go and I can read using the for loop, I can read it. Now even if you want to go for a dictionary, if I want to go, for example, we are writing here for I in dictionary, two things are there here. One is called as key and that relevant value. Key and that relevant value. Here problem is, if I am trying to go for I, what will be taken here? Key will be printed for you or value will be printed for you? Key will be printed for you or value will be printed for you? Directly if I take the I, what you are getting it? I am getting here key 1, key 2, that means what? Keys are coming one by one. Keys are coming one by one. If in my case, for example, I want the values I want it. I want the values I wanted. Then what I can do? Okay. There is a dictionary will have dot items. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Dot items, we have here one of the method is available. If I write here dot items, you can go and you can capture here two values. We can capture I and V, we can capture. If I write here in place of the I want here V, let us say what you are getting it? 100 and 200. This items is called as method. This method will write keys into the I, values into the V, it is going to write it. Items is what? It is a method that is useful to get all keys into the I, get all values into V. The moment I say print V, we are getting now 100 and 200, we are getting it. So now we are aware of it. How to read from the dictionary also we are aware of it. With this, we learn now how to use for loop on all our sequence objects. We tried with the string, we tried with the 4 data structures, we tried it. We tried with the list, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay, this is what called as reading sequence object items using for loop. Please have a look on these 5 examples.